Hello, my name is Harris, and today I'm going to show you how to fix about 95% of all your problems with any iPhone, iPad, or iPod by simple restore, which usually fixes just about any small error with anything you may be occurring. First off, the first thing you want to do is plug in your device and open iTunes. Once you have iTunes open, you should see that in this case an iPad, which I'm using, as seen in the top right hand corner, will be restored. So I'm going to click on the iPad, and one thing I want to do is I want to check for some updates. Now, according to iTunes, my software is up to date, so the next thing I want to do is back up my iPhone, so all my iPad, so all my contacts, music, contacts, text, and info are still stored. All I have to do is click up that backup now button and wait for the backup to go all the way through. When it has, you want to click restore. As long as your iPad, iPhone, or iPod is plugged in, once you click restore, just go ahead and click next here. It's just telling you all the legal information, and it'll begin restoring. Now you may have to download the software, but once it is downloaded, you'll see right now it's going to start extracting the software. This view is from my iPhone, so it's not just from the computer, and you can see now that my iPad is about to go into restore mode. It reboots, and now it says connect to iTunes, which it already is, and now really you don't have to touch anything. iTunes will do all the rest for you, and this bar is going to take a little bit. It's going to start loading up and extracting the firmware or the software you just downloaded, and you can see the progress on your iTunes. Now this might take a bit, so just step back and relax, and do not touch your iPhone, iPod, or iPad while this bar is continuing. Depending on how fast your computer is, this can take about 5 to 15 minutes, and once it is done, you will see that iTunes will notify you that the restore is complete and that your iPhone or device will reboot in about 10 seconds, as you see through this message. Once it is done rebooting, you will have the option to restore from the backup you just created, and therefore put on all the old information that was stored before you restored your device. Once your device has rebooted, you'll see that in this case the iPad is rebooted, and I have the option to restore or set up as a new iPad. In this case, I'm going to restore from the backup, so I have all my old information. Depending on how big your backup file is, it can take anywhere from 1 minute to a few minutes. This will then make it so your iPad was just like it was before you restored it. However, you will notice that it'll be running much more smoothly and faster, kind of like being a brand new out-of-the-box iPad or iPhone or iPod, just because the software is freshly installed. Once it is completely done, it will aware you of the completion of the backup, and it will restart one more time. Following that final restart, your phone should be set and running much faster, and hopefully your problem will be fixed. For more help, go visit www.apple-iphone-help.com for some free help, and on top of that, stay tuned for our iPad 3 raffle, where free entry with possibilities of winning as low as 1 in 250. Read the description below.